Good morning. This is Tiffany, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. I am in the car, as you can see, with Mario. Right? We are on our way to Boynton, to Southeast Veterinary Neurology. It's been 3 weeks already. So he is on his way to go get his 43rd Cytosar infusion treatment. Hold on. Good boy. And he's on his way to get his 43rd treatment today. He's been handling them very well. He does very well with them. He will go in and have his examination done to make sure that he's stable and everything's good. They'll check his heart, they'll check his lungs, they'll check his temperature. They'll check his menace responses. And then they'll hook him up to the IVs, start the treatment. He'll be there for 8 hours, and then I will pick him up later this evening around 6 o'clock. We did have another setback with Mario this past week. I didn't go live. I didn't even talk about it or anything. I was just really worried about him and really concerned about him, and so I didn't bring you all in on it, but he ended up developing another ulcer, and of course it was in his good eye again, the only one he can see out of, which is his right eye. The left eye is completely blind, completely gone. The optic nerve is destroyed from his disease. For those of you who might be new, Mario has autoimmune meningitis encephalitis with optic neuritis. It's MUE for short. And the optic neuritis part is the disease does affect the optic nerve. So when we got him surrendered to our organization, he was blind. We got him to the neurologist the following day, did the MRI that day, did the spinal tap that day, got a diagnosis, and started his treatments, his infusion treatments that day. The first day we did the long one, the 24-hour one, which goes much slower, but it absorbs better into the cells that way. So that was the first treatment we did, and luckily after a few weeks I noticed that he seemed like he could see better. So because we were so quick acting and so diligent and kind of aggressive in treating his disease, he was able to regain vision in his right eye. So he did have an ulcer, if you guys remember, I don't know, a month or two ago, in the same right eye. That one, though, was superficial. He was on 2 antibiotic drops and plasma drops. We were able to get it healed and cured. It was, 3 drops every 4 hours. And that one healed rather quickly. This one was in a different part of his eye than the first one. This one was much more aggressive and it went deeper into the eye. So it was a little scary. They were talking potential surgery, which is frightening. He was put on stronger antibiotic drops, 2 stronger antibiotic drops, and plasma drops. And this time around, he needed them every 2 hours around the clock. So it was a rough few days, like 4 days, I think, of every 2 hours around the clock. I was exhausted. All the other dogs in my house were exhausted. Mario had definitely had enough of me waking him up every 2 hours overnight. But we did go back to the eye specialist yesterday, and luckily the first thing he said was, okay, surgery is off the table. Thank God. It is healing. It is not healed, but it is healing. So he is continuing on his 2 antibiotic drops and the plasma drops for another week. But now it's just only 4 times a day. So that is much more manageable, much easier on everybody involved. And then we go back in a week to have another checkup. And then he may have to be on a drop permanently for the rest of his life, because, and I'm going to speak to the neurologist about it today, you know, the Frenchies are kind of prone to ulcers and eye issues and things like that, but they also come about from immune related issues. And obviously Mario's immune system is seriously suppressed because he has this treatment done every 3 weeks. So that's why I have to be so uber cautious with him to prevent him from getting sick, getting kennel cough, getting any of those things, because his immune system is suppressed to try to keep the disease at bay. Because that's what it is. It's an overactive immune system. It just destroys his brain. So his immune system is suppressed, so we have to be very, very careful. Of course, the eye doctor said, listen, when it comes down to his brain or his eyesight, he's like, of course I'm going to take a backseat to his brain. That's way more important than him being able to see. But I am going to talk to the neurologist, his neurologist, Dr. Adams, today, and let him know that now it's happened twice. And I don't know, maybe we can attempt to lower the dosage and see if he's okay and stays stable on it until next time. But again, it's going to be something that I'm going to speak to the neurologist about, and he'll probably call the eye doctor and they'll talk amongst themselves. But that was also quite 3, actually. No, wait, what am I talking about? 2, 3, 4. 4 trips to the eye doctor, because first time he went and he got clear, that's 2. This time he went and then we went back. So with all that, that was probably $1,000 between the 4 trips to the eye doctor and all of the medications that came with that to make sure that he was going to be okay and we could heal it and he wouldn't lose his vision in that eye. And then, of course, today, on our way to the Cytosar infusion treatment, that's going to cost us $700. So it is a big hit to our donations. Again, I say it all the time because it's true. He's worth it. He's worth every single cent. He is the happiest, silly, goofy, loving, affectionate boy on the planet. He loves every single person he meets. He loves all his foster siblings. He's just the best little dog ever. So he is 100 million% worth it. But it is a lot of money. So I, of course, do have the donate button on this video. I also included all of the links. If for some reason the donate button is not working, we have our PayPal link, our Venmo link, our Cash App link, and then, of course, our mailing address if you would prefer to mail a check that way. But I'm kind of begging here. It has cost our organization a lot for him in a short period of time. So even if it's $1, please make a donation to Mario today to cover his ongoing medical, to keep him here with us and as healthy as possible for as long as possible. Thank you all so much for your continued love and constant support. Right, mister? Right, mister, yes. Alright, I'm going to sign off. We're going to get on the turnpike. This is Tiffany with Mario and, of course, Hitchhiker Cloud. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Thank you guys so much.